Hi everyone, it's Bardo Tarot. Today I'm in a little bit of a different location. I'm at my mom's house for the summer. And so today's reading is going to be about Saturn. It's currently Saturn retrograde, and for me personally, I'm not that into astrology. I don't know, I'm not an expert, but it definitely has just come up in my consciousness. So I wanted to talk about a little bit about the concept of Saturn, and then we're going to get some guidance, like we're going to get some messages from Saturn. Saturn is the Roman god of time, and so it's connected to, the concept is connected to karma, and so then that's connected to the Greek god Kronos of time, so it's kind of depicted as like a father time. The root of the word and name Saturn comes from satus, to sow, so reaping what you sow. So that's where the karma and time comes in, as well as what they think some etymologists theorize stercus, which means like dung or manure. So that goes into fertility. I mean, dung and manure is what fertilizes the soil, out of which comes produce, as well as like the manure is the end of the cycle of life. So it goes into like the life cycle of nature. And Saturn is also a master of untangling knots in Roman mythology. And the Saturnalia in ancient Rome were the festivals that are basically Christmas nowadays. They were like the new light winter solstice celebrations. So let's just get started. Something in popular culture that we can maybe connect to Saturn is like a father time, any kind of like old man figure with the white beard. As well as the rings, like for example, the new Kendrick Lamar album, Big Stepper, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. He's wearing a crown over his head, a crown of thorns, which is kind of talking about Jesus, but it's also like, to me, it's kind of like the rings of Saturn, the planet, as well as the subject matter in the album is very like cycles and generational trauma and things like that. So those are things to just like look out for when we're talking about a concept of Saturn. So I just wanted to get some messages to see if we could get any kind of information for my viewers, for my collective, on this time. Saturn is currently retrograde, which some like witches on the internet have theorized that that's like a karmic tax return almost, because it's retrograde, so it's like returning. But I don't know about that, because actually in these days my travel and things like that have been very messed up, very delayed, a lot of issues. So yeah, like it's just an interesting time right now. People are getting like sick around me. Like in my personal like life and timeline is this is a weird time. So we're just going to do a little reading with calling in Saturn, time, life, death, renewal. What can we be thinking about, meditating on, looking forward to? Okay, Queen of Wands. Renewal. She's holding this flower. Five of Swords. Watch out for words. Four of Swords. Temperance. And we have Six of Wands in reverse. So the first thing I'm picking up with this Five of Swords is, and of course talking about Saturn and karma, is watch the words. Any kind of mean words you've said in the past, recently or far away, that is going to come back to bite you. And that the same goes for people who have said mean things to you. You know, it's going to come back to them. But really, like, I think I consider myself a very, like, active spiritual person. When I get the messages, it's for me. It's for the person I'm talking to. It's not really about the people surrounding them. Okay, maybe like one more card. Maybe that's it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Magician in reverse. So, let me set up the angle. So yeah, with this Five of Swords, it's like anything that you have said to someone in the past or someone has said to you, it's gonna, whether it was like an unkind word or bad advice or something petty, that's gonna come back even in like an emotional reaction or outburst or something like that. So that's something to watch out for. As well as with this Four of Swords, meditating on the words we speak is very important in this time, because we always talk about words being spells and words carrying energy and things like that. Well, especially in this time, especially with Saturn retrograde, anything you say is very heavily, I want to say, watched, like, and judged almost. With these cards, it's all about, and so, okay, let's go back. Karma, the root of the word karma means action. So basically it's the concept of like every action has a reaction. So you can have more or less karma depending on how much action you do or you take. And like if what you're gonna say or something has the potential to have a reaction, maybe it's best not to say it. Like, because with these two cards I'm getting, now is not the time to be taking, well, it's not the time to be taking action, but we really have to go down the road of the repercussions and the consequences of whatever you do or say in this time. With the Queen of Wands, though, and then we got the Six of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands, to me, whenever she comes out, it always kind of notes like success, because the wands are about sort of energy, motivation, creativity, yes, but also just like social things. So when she comes out, this gives me, plus with the sunflower, it gives me success, and she is what they call the witch of the tarot. So it's kind of like, and wands are all about manifestation. So it feels a lot like manifestations coming through. Like you can feel happy with your manifestations, but then the Six of Wands in reverse, and then the black cat with her, it's telling me this is going to be things that are within you. So things that may not be apparent to the exterior, or maybe don't post about any kind of successes, or maybe don't boast about successes or talk about it, or because people may be jealous. It's just, once again, you know, if saying this thing or posting this thing or showing someone something could have negative repercussions, really meditate on whether or not you should say that or whether or not you should post that. Also with any kind of success that this Saturn retrograde brings in for you, because it will. It is bringing in success for the collective and rewards, but it's these were hard won. So can we hear more about like what kind of successes or things like that? What this Queen of Wands is representing? So this is this is like just a fun oracle deck I have here at my mom's house. It's just symbols. Let's see. Okay, the Clover, good luck, insight, and protection. So this is giving me like, okay, so good luck that's great. Like in this time, you know, it is the tax return. Any kind of good deed you have done is going to come back around. But also insight and protection, that's kind of giving me back to like the intuitive. So the gifts and the blessings are more about personal and spiritual gains and lessons, even like, you know, blessings in disguise and lessons that you need to learn. Those are going to come to fruition. They're going to come to the surface and to your consciousness in this time. So things that maybe were kind of bad or seemed like failures before are going to come out. The lessons that you were meant to learn from those situations are going to come through into your consciousness. So that's nice. Anything else about what this Queen of Wands is? And protection. I'm feeling spiritual protection from your guides or your energies around you. Okay, the woman. So, yeah, Queen of Wands, very feminine, very like sexy. She's like the witch of the tarot. So maybe also a glow up for the ladies watching. So next, with this four of swords, I'm going to pull some of these cards. These are like, I got this dream decoder cards. So basically, this is a very interesting deck. It's like anything you see in your dream and the meaning. So it's like being chased, you know, and it has an explanation and an interpretation. But I'm going to use them as oracle cards today because I think the depictions are very interesting on the deck. I love the artwork. So we're going to see how this goes. So let me formulate the question that I'm getting with these two cards. You know, meditation, thinking before we speak, slowing down. I guess what will be coming into the consciousness at that, thanks to this time of reflection? What will you be learning when you sit down to just think, just have a think? Oops. Okay. This one is actor slash celebrity. When a celebrity or actor or even a historical figure appears in a dream, the significance may lie in what they are famous for, their personality or behavior, or the way they project themselves to others. The person may represent some aspect of yourself you need to acknowledge or integrate, or a quality you seek to emulate. Consider what the person represents to you. If they are an actor, perhaps it's a role they played that speaks to you. If you dream you're a celebrity or are intimate with someone famous, this may indicate your desire for greater attention and or success. If you appear in a TV show or movie in a dream, perhaps you feel you're playing a part in waking life. Appearing as the star may be a warning against self-importance. Conversely, being a supporting actor may mean you should put yourself center stage more. This is very interesting, especially with the person may represent some aspect of yourself you need to acknowledge or integrate. So if there's anyone coming into, if there's any like current celebrity obsession or like celebrity crush you're having, or if you're watching a movie and you're like, I loved that actor in this movie, or things like that, think about what their qualities are and emulate. You can add that into your character. Or have that as a quality that you would like to work on. But yeah, definitely keep it on the down low, on the DL, just everything. Stay low key in this period and let the good things come to you. Also with this magnet in this oracle card, I'm seeing like you need to attract. It's not a magnet, it's a horseshoe, but that reminds me of like the horseshoe magnet. So definitely be attracting. Sitting back. Now's not the time for action because it's the time for return. And I think also with this card, it kind of, this looks like the Queen of Wands, you know, like she's got the yellow, she's like got the yellow dress and the star. I think those of you watching, you're having success come through, and maybe, and I think also again with the glow up, I'm seeing beauty. I'm seeing just contentment, peace also. And maybe you're going to be learning. If I say watch your words, it's about learning how to communicate your thoughts and feelings in a better, more like karmically neutral way. So maybe let's pull one more card because I really like this deck. Okay. This is finding something valuable. Discovering something valuable, a hoard of antiquities, hidden treasure, or just modern banknotes suggests that in waking life you might be on course to learn something important about yourself, a situation, or relationship. Reflection, sitting down to reflect and peer within. This kind of almost gives me Hermit card energy. And I think the Hermit card is Saturn, is ruled by Saturn. Yes, because it's the old man. Very interesting. Yeah, going deep within to the psyche. Look inside that box. This box to me is representing also the brain and the psyche and maybe the subconscious, ego, things like that. Take a journey of the self, because that's also what Saturn is all about. Going within and untangling the neural knots that you have. Finding something beautiful can have the same meaning, even if the value isn't apparent. If it's jewelry, that could indicate that you're looking for a way to present yourself more confidently and attractively. If it's something historic, that could mean you're learning from the past, Saturn. If what you found is mysterious, for example, an instrument whose purpose you don't know, you may need some radical change that will make your life clearer. Other people finding something valuable suggests you may need to reach out to others and ask for help. If you give a found object away to someone else, maybe you aren't valuing your own talents enough. I'm getting a lot of like, now is the time to go back. It's a Saturn retrograde, so go back on your actions and choices you've made thus far and kind of do a self-reflection. That's very much Saturn, but good things are coming. I just feel the glow up. This makes me want to smile, honestly. I feel the glow up. I feel the personal success that you don't even have to. This woman's face on the card, she just seems so peaceful. Same with here. She's kind of almost like side-eyeing the people looking at her. They're kind of unbothered. Even here, unbothered. Just any success that comes to you is not to share. This was your doing. This is your work. You enjoy it, and don't even speak of it. And the words have significance. So this is very fun. If you like this, please subscribe and like the video, and I'll talk soon. Bye.